Previously on Nether Expedition. First thing we did was we made the villager dormitory, which is now Martin's cell. Well, he's still MIA, so I think he's gone on a bit of a walkabout. Eek. We need Walter around, really. I mean, we wandered in one day, and there was Walter just sitting on the stairs. Walter the First, and he was kind of our helper golem, our little handy guy. Put up that sign because he kept wandering off. Hello everyone, and welcome back at last to Nether Expedition. It's been a bit of a while, I'll grant. I kind of got busy with a bunch of other things, mostly university work, but also webcomic work, which has slowed down as well, much to my chagrin. We're in 1.4, believe it or not. Which does happen to have its own problems. You may recall though the last video was in 1.3, very freshly in 1.3. The videos before that were... oh joy. One moment while I sort this guy out, because he's going to set fire to some things, probably including me. Ow. Yep, told you. Okay. So that's something I need to sort out at some point, because they're now spawning in a bunch of different areas around the fortress rather than specifically around our blaze farm, which is just down the way to there. So, yeah, that's something. They still can't spawn on these, fortunately, but these aren't every single part of the fortress, and I've seen them spawn in a few rather irritating places, including the storage room and on these stairs. And since we still have a fair bit of flammable objects around, that's a bit of a problem. The pigmen are one thing, but blaze are quite another. I haven't seen any skeletons yet. No regular skeletons or wither skeletons to be spoken of. But yeah, they're spawning outside of the spawners now. And I hear someone I want to kill. Yep, there you are. Ooh, you little... there. Oh, yep, we've got the new sound effects going. Which isn't much for us, because we're not really using rails and all sorts of stuff, and there isn't really much water around, but it's interesting to have nonetheless. Yeah, I haven't seen them around here, probably because the spawner's around. Which, I really like the way that this spawner turned out, just the look of it. Looks really nice. But let's see, what's on our agenda for today? Well, let's see, I need to spawn-proof the... oh, there's another one. Okay, I'm just gonna chug this now, before he spots me. Tally-ho, what? Whoop, how did you know? There's our first skeleton. Well... okay, I'm not taking all of you at once. Come on. At your own pace. Yep, new skeleton noises as well. Just put that out. Oh, and I'm on fire now. Hurrah. Got a friend. There you go. Okay, yeah, the lag in the Nether has picked up rather substantially with 1.4. It's still kind of there, you can still tell every now and then, but it's more or less gone, which is nice to see. I gotta put these torches back now. So yeah, my combat is still a little bit fuzzy, just because of the multiplayer nature that we're still running in. But not that huge of a problem, and I have managed to once or twice hit a ghast fireball back again. And oh wait, hang on! This will be our first bones and arrows that we've ever had. Oh, and you broke my chest plate. Dunk. Oh yeah, I'm using the usual skin for this series. If you've been watching Carpenter Station, I made a specific skin for that, so I'm gonna keep the one for here. Oh yes, something else regarding the new mob spawns. They haven't just saw skeletons, been seeing blaze, haven't seen wither skeletons, have been seeing pig zombies, as you can probably imagine. Oh. Sounds of climbing a ladder. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, my mouse went funky for a bit there. Yeah, they're still glitching a little bit. But if you recall, we didn't fill in this spot up there where they originally fell down. Which, as it turns out, is a problem. Because I've seen a couple of pig zombies dropping through and either being mauled liberally by them or falling just outside of where they can hit them and just pounding onto the golems. So I need to fill that space in at some point. Despite updating to 1.4, still no sign of Martin and Walter. I don't know where they are. I'm hoping to find out soon, but we'll see, I guess. Shook that, I think. Hey. Okay, so what we are mostly looking at today, or this episode, I will be mostly looking at. That's probably easier to look at from up here, actually. Oi, no. Not you. Not for you. Okay, so you can see I have done a fair bit more work on the golem passageway into the arena. The arena itself hasn't really seen all that much change, but you can maybe get an idea of what this is going to do. Because we've got the water upstairs, which is coming into the golem farm. I think I can cut apart... I have to go now, my people need me. I think I can cut a hole into the floor of that without the golems falling through and have it come down into these, which I can then funnel along. And that will create waterways sort of similar to an eats road. We're gonna see if I can get that done today, but I've seen a fair few interesting things cropping up down there. And ideally, I need to get a way to get the same water supply into the into this entryway here, which is probably gonna have to come from the side, I think. I'm not 100% positive on how to work that. Okay, so we've got the pressure plates here, which keep the different waterways from interacting, so they all flow in the same direction. And I've checked the distances; these are the right distance apart. So the water goes there. The two easy places for it to flow are down into here, so it will then push along there, and the golems will get swept along the current all the way over here, around this corner, which is going to be a bit of a pain. So since there's another one right here. Excuse me, I'm probably going down with cold this winter. Been spending a lot of time in cold areas, I would say. Yeah, I haven't got the pistons for here. The villager that we put into our breeding, our marketplace in the previous episode, in the actual Nether, managed to escape when I reloaded the world. I don't know where he's gone, if he's wandering around. We did get a few of them, but not any specific kind of volume. Yeah, I don't know where he's gone. He's probably around somewhere. So I may have to come up with a new design for the marketplace. Because apparently this one ain't going to work very well. Because Doc M's design kind of relies on the ability to regenerate and repopulate the villagers because you kill them, because there's no way to return them into the pool, so to speak. No, I didn't go up there. Here's hoping he didn't manage to kill himself, because it's going to be a bit of a pain to get... Oh, there he is. Hello. Lunacy. I can't give you wheat. But thanks for the offer anyway. Blaze spawner, up there. More or less the same as I left it. Did not realize that hole was there. I should really seal that up, shouldn't I? I have nothing with which to seal that up. Oh well, if in doubt, there is one thing I can use to seal that. What is it BOO would say? Get a melon job? Boom. There we are. It's one more hole fixed, because I don't want him wandering out and dying or whatnot. Yeah, I'm level 11, as you can see. I've done a bit of murdering after the events of episode 22. Not much, really. I mean, the levels are the level cap is lower now, and I don't know if mobs give you more experience, but I have to face a fair few of them. Especially if you're looking for blaze rods. Ooh, I need to get out of here. That's a bit of a tricky thing, actually. walk through here. There we go. Yeah, this is not an area that's meant for human interaction. But where was I? Right, so we need to get on the top of the channel so that I can figure out the coordinates of where to cut a hole in the golem farm. Haven't actually seen all that many zombies, bizarrely enough. I don't know if they changed the spawning rules or anything for zombie sieges, but I haven't seen many of them. I suspect that's something new. I've seen a lot of magma cubes, which I don't know Dinnerbone well enough to say that he did that to irritate me, but it's entirely possible. Okay, so oh yeah, someone noticed on a recent episode, Biome says hell. Yeah, that's because I'm in the Nether. You may not have noticed this from the last 23 episodes. But anyways, yeah, the coordinate system has kind of changed around a little bit. So, 395, 56. And the Y is the vertical, which is up and down, which we don't need to pay attention to for the purposes of this. 395, 64. Or 395, 66, wasn't it? I should mention I'm tired today, so... 395, 56. 56, not 60. Right. And around here... some history with this kind of gangway area. If we're lucky, we're not going to meet any more blaze. It would be interesting to meet a wither skeleton, but I imagine they would probably mess me up. Because, yeah, being in the Nether, we don't really have access to much of anything that's of reasonable quality. We can make gold armor, I guess. Iron is fairly useful. But we have no well, we have some diamonds. Not really enough to do anything specifically awesome with. But I guess we do have some diamonds. Oh yes, and they changed the interaction now. So, you have to left-click. And yeah, I still need to fix this. I may do just like a full, or reasonably scaled redesign of the place, because I keep seeing more and more golems just getting stuck here. Which isn't too much of a problem, because as soon as they try to move, they get caught in the waterways, but up until that point, they do have the slight issue that they are clogging up the spawning. Let's see, 3, 9, 5... There's a door. We can save. We can survive losing a door, a single door. Okay. So if we punch through here, water goes down there into the holes, and blink. And nearly does that. That's more or less enough for our golems to cover, at least. So, we don't need to worry too much. Oh, and a piece of netherrack just happily demonstrating our points here. I probably should keep that there, actually, because that's going to try and come along as well. Okay, so now we need to get a sort of similar to the way that the water goes over the arena. We need to get the water channel, an aqueduct, I guess would be the phrase, going from where that's coming out along to, at the very least, our next one down here. So, I'm going to need some blocks for that. Tremendously prepared this episode. But it's been a while, it's nice to get back into the groove of things. It would be nice to have some kind of pressure plate I could put there, but oh well. Okay, now we've used up a lot of our nether brick building the arena. So do we have any stone that I can use instead? No, we actually don't. That's unusual. Let me just switch over here, because I have once, as is becoming a routine thing, I forgot to change the macros on my mouse, so I'm not in my Minecraft setting. But not a huge problem, not a huge problem. Okay, yeah, we can see the mildly ugly hole where that piece came out, but oh well. Haven't had any zombie sieges to worry about in a while, which is reasonably nice, but they were a reasonable source of like iron tools for cheap. And I haven't tested these out, so I guess we're about to find out if I have something to fix. This one, this one we still haven't got a new source of redstone for. And that's why I have this torch on me, isn't it? Yes, I think it is. Yes, it is. Right, so that there. Okay, so this still works. That's good to know. Oh, we could make that out of sandstone, actually. That'd be a thing. I have to stand here for a while, and it's kind of a noisy thing, but yeah, we could then. We could do that. Yeah, without the zombies, I seem to have come rather low on the rotten flesh. But for now, let's go with the stone, because stone is always a nice little. Oh, of course, yeah. I have to click. Left, right click. But then I just have to middle click. Haha. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that they've got this consistency in now, but it is taking me a little bit to get used to. So just stand here whittling away at this column of stone that's coming out. I've got to see there nicely that the system will occasionally break, but will repair itself quite happily, which is a lovely part of this design, I think. It takes a significant amount of trouble for this to actually break. So let's see what else has been going on. You may have been seeing Carpenter Station at this point. In fact, I'd be more surprised if you hadn't at this point. Because there was a bug in the Nether save file that caused it to crash the client every time I tried it to load up. Or rather, every time I did load up, and then the chunk around me started spawning in, and then it crashed. Which I presume is that there is a code or something in one of the computers that's crashing everything. But Carpenter Station is a bit of a change in that, firstly, it's not in the Nether, and secondly, it's sort of more. It's more artificially placed constraints on gameplay than it is actual worlds engineered constraints. Like, I have access to wood and almost everything else that a normal Tekkit player would have access to. I'm just choosing not to use some of them. It's also a lot more industrial than Nether, which is nice. A nice change of pace. But that is based on these stylings, the aesthetic stylings of John Carpenter's The Thing, which I've had some people tell me they're rather impressed with my knowledge of. As I believe I said a while ago, I think it was episode 19 on the Trails of Dicks, I have Asperger's syndrome, which means my brain gets stuck on a lot of things very easily. One of those things at some point was trivia for The Thing. Because I enjoyed the original, and I saw the prequel, and they were both pretty cool, so I decided to check them out, especially when I saw how much attention to detail that the prequel paid. Yep. And how much is that? Yeah, that should do for now. We'll make the bases out of cobblestone, and then I'll smelt and smooth it up later. Probably better we go up here to do this. But yeah, that's been rolling out. It's rapidly catching up on how many pages? Wow, I'm stuck in comic making mode. On how many episodes I ever had, which is good, I would say. I have also been appearing in a few videos with the Suicide Gamer guys, YZ and Gar in particular, because I'm basically their server admin at the moment for Tekkit, because I know how to use the damn thing. And I have a piece of netherite, don't I? Yep. And I kind of need to go a bit lower than that. Well, if I decide to do it out of sandstone later, it'll be better off anyway. But I really would prefer to have this on. Guess I need more to do that. You can craft the different kinds of sandstone together now, so I was hoping to make some smooth. There we go. And I need you to go there. Oh, that's gonna cause a problem. Oh, not a tremendously huge problem, but a problem. Need to get in here. Yeah. Fighting water currents remains one of the most annoying parts of Minecraft gameplay. There. Okay, and... just hold that. And I believe I can hear one of my housemates playing Tekkit, which is a little bit annoying while I'm recording, but oh well. Not a sound I imagine you'll be unfamiliar with at the very least. I'm going to say that sounds like a macerator that's not got the power to keep running properly. Oh, balls. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, I did not think that through. Oh. I can't get rid of this. Right, well, let's... I really should have thought that through a bit more. Oh, well, I think you get the idea. I'm gonna have to go get something now to break that. Or somehow figure out how to reposition it. And my mouse keeps slipping out of the screen for some reason. I think I can do the thing, what I wanted to do with that over here quite peacefully. Yeah, we can kind of hear the new water sounds. Of course, the sounds in the Nether here are turned down low because there are quite a few of them. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. What I did not think is that this lava flow is in the way of that. By this block. Ew. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain to clean. Oh boy, well. Let's head back, take a look at that, see how badly that affects our production. It shouldn't affect it too badly, because that more or less puts us back where we started with the one flow, which should just mean that the old golem manages to slip out of it, but worth looking at anyways. I don't know if I have something sand around here. Let's pop in there for now. One thing I could do with picking up is the inventory tweaks, which allows me to sort things out rather easily in chests. But that's for a later time. Yeah, I can hear a ghast in the way. Oh, hello. Well, the lava is still flowing. As long as I don't update that might actually just be fine. And the water's doing fairly alright down there, actually. Yeah, this is a lot harder now for players to walk on, the pad where they're landing here, but it still works for them, which is good enough, and it's also something I can make completely transparent, so like a trapdoor, I guess. So I can still have them fall straight into this chute, leading off into the arena should I want them to become gladiators, as it were. Now, of course, shoving them around is a little bit harder now. Partially because of the fencing, and partially because of SMP. There was like this big grandiose name for the Minecraft conversion to SMP. I can't remember what it was. But knowing now what I did not know then, I'm not exactly in favor of it. But yeah, I know you can dance, but can you die? No, Mr. Golem, I expect you to die. Whoop. I'm gonna fall down here again. Yep. Yeah, that's a rather healthy supply of iron there. And a few flowers. Take a look through here, shall we? See if we can find... Let's find a place to leave Martin some flowers. What I keep thinking I'm going to do is I'll right-click with a block or something and it'll just appear in front of the doorway. So far that hasn't happened. Yeah, I think it looks rather nice. Very industrial kind of thing. Kind of want to break a little bit away from the completely never break stuff. Excuse me. That's running around in the fortress at the moment. So that's why I'm trying to break it up with sandstone and stone and whatnot, like with the floors here. And see, still... Ew. Huh. Okay, so... First things first, I guess. Martin's last name is Vigson. I wonder if that... If it follows the Nordic tradition, I guess that means he's son of Vig. I doubt that's the same one as Q-Lab, but that's still interesting. Also, he can write. I did not know that. And apparently can create book and quills in a place where there are no squid, or reeds, or cows. Okay, well, it's... Dear Lying, by now you've probably noticed that I'm not around, and haven't been for a little while. Something seems to be very strange about the Fortress archives. There are mentions of a figure controlling the undead pigmen from afar, directing their efforts and attentions, somewhat like a queen bee directing the behavior of the hive. This figure might also be behind all the human zombies that spring up on occasion. Also, something is off with Walter. We've both known that for some time, but he's very different from the other iron golems. I think his conjuration was affected by the Nether environment somehow, resulting in his altered characteristics. I am hoping to resolve some of these mysteries with this sojourn. Yeah, big word, sojourn, from a librarian. Walter is coming with me. I think he wants to protect me on the way. At least, I think. He's not the most expressive of golems, after all. Mostly blank stares and occasional belching. But he ran after me from the arena as soon as he noticed I was leaving. I hope our temporary absences don't hinder development in the fortress much, and that we don't cause you much worry. We should only be gone a few days. I've located what might be references to another library somewhere through the mega cavern. You went to the Oh god, this isn't going to end well, is it? Hopefully we'll get there, retrieve what I need to further my research, and return within a week. Oh god. That's a bad sign. I've packed plenty of soup and a couple buckets of lava for Walter. Seems to repair him, not sure how, so we should be fine. Yours, Martin Vigson, Librarian. P.S. Don't ask how I made the quill for this, it wasn't pleasant. I'm more concerned about the leather. Okay... So we know where Martin's gone, sort of, and we know Walter has gone with him. Should I take that with me? I might need that. Okay, firstly, I'm gonna see if someone's pranking me here, because that's a whole slew of things I didn't know Martin could do. Soup and food. Well, let's see, we made a lot of melons for the gas placement. That's definitely low. Go away. Did the mushrooms decline? No, but I think I have more bowls than that. I definitely have a lot more rotten flesh than this, I'm sure of that much. Or was I carrying that when I don't? Oh. He said lava buckets. Where did I put buckets? I had a toolbox around here somewhere, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, well, I don't think we're missing buckets, but on the other hand, we have a lot of iron to make new ones. Sorry, that's really worrying, actually. I'm kind of worried they've gotten themselves hurt or something. Screw it, I'm going after them. Mega Cavern is huge. Mega Cavern's that way, through the ghast farm. What do I need? Gonna need something to build with, so... a couple stacks of that. Furnace, I can make furnace out of that. Arrows aren't really much use if you can't make a bow. Roses are nice, but mostly just pretty. Take the stack of the block of iron, so it's more stuff. Leave the door. I'm gonna need that. Probably. Bottles. Potions. I should make potions. I should make a lot of potions. Going to need food. Bring along a couple of those. That will last me a while. The redstone torch. I'll stick that in the toolbox. That's part of the thing. Charcoal. We'll bring along what we have on charcoal. That's my armor. New set of armor. Okay, I'm not leaving them alone. I'm not letting them wander off and get themselves hurt. There's very little inside this series that's actually, like, remained a constant, and my friends are among them. Oh, I just made another chestplate I didn't need to. Let's keep that for spare then. I'm gonna got charcoal, workbench I can make, furnace I can make, tools, I need a new sword. Come on. The pickaxe isn't doing very well while I'm making new one as needed. What am I gonna need? Potions, definitely going to need potions. Going to need more potions than I'm presently carrying. If something's managed to impair Martin when Walter is following him, then I'm going to need quite a bit to take it. Granted, it wouldn't take all that much to actually impair Walter. Good, some fire resistance potions. Water. Okay, so we got fire resistance. What else can we make? Resistance, healing, I guess. Regen, definitely regen. Strength potions we can make. I need to... Whoa, I have a lot more water balls than I thought I did. That's fine by me for now. Not interested right now, Ghast. Waste it, I don't care right now. Is there a golden nugget around here? No. I can make healing potions with golden nuggets. Run, damn it, run. This is my frames, I guess. No, don't run, I'll lead into my food supply. Go. Here. Right. There we go, that's running. Sorry, my commentary is suffering a little bit. Okay, so... Yeah, all good. Glistering. Is that also? Yes. Regen. Add some blaze powder, make that strength potion. So, I don't know what they're looking for. I don't really know where they've gone, except that Martin says he thinks there was another library. Which could mean a whole new fortress, actually. Off near the, somewhere in the mega cavern. Okay, lots of fire resistance potions. This is a little bit of a shock. Not exactly the way I expected this episode back to go. Oh, I only have one torch. We'll mark the way with cobble if we have to. Not caring. Not caring. Okay. It has been a very long time since we've left the fortress. And strictly speaking, this series is called the Nether Expedition. So it looks like, at the very least, Martin and Walter have actually given us a reason to go exploring. And it looks like the Mega Cavern finally has something to offer us. As it loads in very slowly. So I'm gonna call it a day here. This episode's a little bit shorter than I might have liked, but apparently we've been given an impetus to keep going, and I'm gonna have to do some navigation here. So I shall catch you next time. Martin? Walter? Help is on the way.